It's about time for the final race of the weekend for Eibach GLTC. Race number 4 is coming up in just a moment's time. And so far this weekend, it's been a battle between Paul Darling and Andy Smedegard, the AS in ASM. He was the winner of Eibach GLTC race number 3 earlier today, and Cerise caught up with him to chat about his weekend so far.
I am here with Andy Smedegard after race 3. First and foremost, congratulations on that win.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, it was a really clean race. We had a green the entire time. Talk to me about what this 4-banger was doing out there.
Yeah, so this FA24 swap BRZ was able to keep the lead. We qualified on pole, and I have a tire that comes on right away. I was able to get a good lead, and then really, honestly, being in front is like the most stressful thing. Like you just trying to manage pace, try to watch behind you. You got nothing to chase either, so like it's stressful. I almost rather start back and work my way up. But yeah, we managed to stay in the lead. The tire started to fall off a little bit. Catil ended up getting closer and closer. We hit lap traffic, which made it very interesting, but we managed to stay in the lead, cross the line first.
I love it. You guys are just out here having a good time, but also showing us what real motorsports is all about. Yeah. Well, well done. We wish you the best of luck in the next race, and otherwise, just hold it together until then.
Cool. Thank you. I'm going to go drift now.
Okay. Oh, wait. You're drifting now?
Yeah, I was driving Pete's car, his M3. Yeah.
Okay, so make sure you look out. It's a blue, black, and white E46. Yeah. That thing is a ripper. It's got 800 horsepower. I do know that thing. He throws down. Yeah. So show it some love.
Cool. Yeah, thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Race, and Andy Smedegard wearing a winning formula shirt as well, Dewey.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, oh my God, check that out. I don't know if that was a subtle troll or not, but, you know, Andy's got a sense of humor. It was crazy Wisconsin, guys.
All right, well, Eibach GLTC race number 4. This is a fun one because we also do a partial field invert here based on the race winner rolling a pair of dice. Whatever number they roll is the field inversion. From my understanding, we've inverted 7 cars. So we'll go through our starting lineup here in just a minute because Lena Chin is on the front row of this. And last year, she was the focus of an Alex Freeman documentary that we did called GRIDLIFE, where she talked about climbing the mountain. And she wanted to be top 10 in GLTC, and she is there right now on pole. Let's go through our starting grid here, Dewey, because this will be a cool one here with this field invert as we make our way to the event. Lena Chin on the front row alongside Eric Magnuson, 3rd in the championship in his BMW M3. Aaron Lichty starts 3rd alongside Emil Tab in 4th, and then in 5th place, row 3, it's Paul Darling, who's won 2 races so far this weekend, and championship runner-up right now, Eric Catil in 6th. Andy Smedegard, the race winner of race 3's 7th, alongside Nick Barbado in 8th. 9th place is Carlos Mendez, Dana Basinski 10th. Dewey, as we look down the rest of the order, this is a huge opportunity for Lena Chin to potentially win her first ever main race in an Eibach GLTC event. She's won B races before. She's been in the top 5 in the main race, but this is a big deal for her. And how many drivers have earned their first win off of field inversions? A lot of them.
A lot, but I'm going to tell you what, she manages to pull this off. The paddock's going to go nuts. They're carrying her.
There's a lot of people that are going to be excited about this. There was a ton of people surrounding her car during the Eibach GLTC fan walk earlier today. She was signing autographs for kids. It's so cool to see her engaging with the fans of the next generation. We talked about that in our GRIDLIFE drivers meeting last Tuesday when she came to the car club at GRIDLIFE, where our warehouse space is, to chat about all things GRIDLIFE and Eibach GLTC. But as the field comes down the hill here next time around, we'll have one more pace lap before we turn them loose. Lisa Keys holding Ragnar there on 31st on the grid. And Matt Waldbaum will start at the rear of the field. It was a differential that broke to take that car out of the race. And he thinks that the car, I think they've already got it repaired. So it should be back out there, and I do see it. So he'll be in the race.
Nice.
Okay, nerves, how are they, Dewey, for drivers like Lena Chin? She hasn't been on pole that many times. Magnuson, Aaron Lichty, Emil Tab, they're all race winners at the pointy end of the field consistently. Lena Chin is in a spot she's never been before.
She's got Magnuson right behind her, too, and he's fast. You know, these are some monsters behind her. I'm pretty sure that's in her brain, but she's a cool character. I think she'll hold it together.
I think a lot of it is going to be the run to turn 1, defeating the LS M3. Now, interestingly, it was a little bit of a Ford versus Ferrari sort of scenario for Eric Magnuson at Road America. He couldn't go over 6,000 RPM because he had an engine issue. So he basically ran that entire event shifting way below the capability of the car. He's gotten that repaired now, so that car is very strong. He originally started the weekend with his kind of NASCAR-style rear spoiler, but he switched to his higher downforce configuration, which honestly is probably the way to go for this drive.
I think that's probably the play here.
Look at the campgrounds here at Circuit Legends.
Have you seen the hill? The hill is covered with people.
It's nuts. That is such a great shot. That really puts it into perspective. This place is packed, and it's awesome. The fans are great.
Lime Rock Park hosting GRIDLIFE Circuit Legends for the 4th straight year. We're so blessed to be here. Big thanks to Dickie Regal and the entire Lime Rock Park team and all the corner workers and the track staff and the medical staff, all the people that have put on this event, made it happen, and for the GRIDLIFE staff putting on a heck of a show and putting in long hours overnight. Dewey, this is a big event, takes a lot of people. There's 35 racers that are going to slay it here in Eibach GLTC. One more race for them for the weekend. We've got another GLGT race after this, so don't go anywhere after the checkered flag falls. Here we go, doubled up for the start. And Eibach GLTC, GRIDLIFE Circuit Legends is back underway, and Lena Chin fires off dead even with Magnuson down to turn 1.
Oh, that torque is helping out. That V8 torque, but she's got the inside line. I think she's gonna maintain this.
Oh, Magnuson really strong around the outside, carried good speed there. Emil Tab's middle 3 wide there, really tight quarters. Kertil and Tab are side by side, and I think we got through turn 1 and 2 relatively clean, Dewey.
Catil's right up in there following that C8. That's tight, and I'm interested to see if Lena can catch up. She's probably just kind of getting to her groove, and like we were talking about earlier, it's going to take a little bit for her tires to come on. You know, she's got a lighter car. She's set up more of a lightweight configuration, so it's going to take a little bit for those tires to come alive. And the heavier cars have an advantage. They're going to come alive a little quicker here. So I foresee her making up some time.
Yeah, coming down the hill here into the final corner on the racetrack. Aaron Lichty in position here. Watch the weekend points. This is going to shift big time when we come through with all the position shuffling. Right now, Paul Darling was the driver on top, but as they come through, watch the positions change here.
Oh, Catil's making a move.
And Catil up the inside of Lichty. That's for 3rd place. And look how tight it is now. Darling and Smedegaard separated by just 2 points.
Wow. Oh, this is going to be great.
And they're side by side on the racetrack as well.
This is for the weekend, boys. Let's see it.
Oh, man, this is going to be fun. And Eric Catil chasing Lena Chin. Remember that the gold BMW in front is just behind him in the championship standings as well for the year. So he really would like to keep Magnuson at bay, but Magnuson is driving away. Eric Catil chasing down Lena Chin.
Well, if anybody's going to make up that gap, it's going to be Eric.
Over the
we
crest.
saw it in the last race, too.
Yeah, he had great pace throughout the event. And I think he's had a little bit more than Magnuson, so if he could just clear Lena Chin, probably stands a chance of catching up to the front. But let's see. Down the hill through 7. 1 second between Magnuson and Lena Chin. Catil, big wiggle at the 7. And he's alongside Lena Chin, and Lena is going to contest this on the inside.
Battle.
And trouble for Lisa Keys. She's off at the chicane, just pulled off course with a mechanical issue.
They should keep that green where she's sitting.
Yeah, they will. And Catil. Oh, there's a little touch there.
A little bump.
And the door is still open for Catil to get the nose to the inside, but they're losing time to Magnuson while all this is happening. And Smedegaard is on the tailpipes of Aaron Lichty there. And they're still side by side. Lena wiggles a bit. Catil clears for 2nd place.
I think that's going to open the door for Aaron Lichty, too. Yeah. Oh, and Smedegaard's going right there with him.
Getting bullied a little bit here as they climb the hill, side by side with team boss Andy Smedegaard. Really dicey to go door to door over the crest like that.
I don't think he's going to let up, even though they're on the same team.
No, he won't. And again, he's going for the weekend championship.
Yep.
Down the hill, and he's in a good spot now, gained a couple more spots. So if we look at the weekend points again when they cross the line, this is likely going to flip the script on those championship points. It was 83 to 81. So here they go as they cross the line. Look at this, tied. So in a situation like that, how would you break a tie? Goes to the highest of the qualifiers, which I think would be...
That would be Andy.
Andy, I think so, yeah. So that is a great story to tell there. And Eric Catil, look at the purple on the timing and scoring. Best lap of the race and 12 minutes to go. So plenty of time for him to run down Eric Magnuson out front.
We're in for another banger race. This is awesome. The inverts are always a lot of fun to watch because you have to see a lot of racecraft. These guys getting through the field.
Andy Smedegaard needs one more spot to solidify his weekend championship and to keep it. And he's got Aaron Lichty in the crosshairs now into West Bend turn 6. That's the kind of off-white C8 Corvette, and then trailing the black FRS.
He's giving Lichty everything he can handle right now.
He's right on the rear wheels of that Corvette. Lichty slightly defends. Andy chases him across the road. Catil, I think he's closed it big time on Eric Magnuson. Here comes
Here we go, brake battle.
Smedegaard for 3rd. He's through. But Paul Darling is also passing Emil Tab.
making space too. So
that's going to negate the pass that Andy just made.
Andy's got a long way to get some more passes done too. He's got to get up to Catil. That's going to be rough.
I think Catil's going to be running away from him. I think that's likely
especially with the times, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what we're going to see. But Magnussen leads, but for how long? And once Catil gets to Magnussen, can he do anything about it? Look at the difference in best laps, 7/10 quicker for Eric Catil.
That man is on a mission.
And he's close.
Yeah,
he's real close.
I think we're about to see some brake battles into one.
270 horsepower BMW M3 versus 195 horsepower 1992 Honda Civic SI.
I would be really interested to see the difference in their min speeds through the last corner. I bet you they're really similar, but I think Catil's probably edging everybody out.
I think you might be right about that. Just the big commitment he's got with that front drive Honda Civic. He is closing in on Eric Magnussen for this top spot. There's plenty of time left. Magnussen looks like a sitting duck, but that BMW's wide.
It's not easy to make passes here, and that car's going to be quick down the straights, and it's going to be hard for Eric to get around him.
Yeah, it might be quicker, but is he quicker in a place that he can capitalize on?
Yep.
And go back to Midwest Fest earlier in the year where Magnussen won his first races. Who was the driver he beat? Eric Catil. But here comes Eric into West Bend. He wasn't going to wait long at all. He goes to the outside, takes a look, crosses over. They're going to be side by side into the downhill. Here we go for the lead in Eibach GLTC. Catil backs out.
That could have got sketchy real fast.
It could have. Weekend points, Andy Smedegaard leads by 1 over Paul Darling. Catil is sitting third right now in the championship points for the weekend, but for the race lead.
Andy's getting back into this.
Oh, it's going to be a 3-horse race for first place, Dewey.
Oh, this is going to be good. I can't wait to see these brake battles. I love it so much.
Andy eating the curb
All
alive.
that curbing. That's about the only curbing on the track I think anybody's okay with grabbing. That a little bit here.
And Catil knows that if he sits behind Magnussen for too much longer, he's going to drag Smedegaard back into this fight. You want a slugfest in Eibach GLTC? This is it.
This is going to be as good as it gets. This is going to be edge of your seat stuff. Here we go.
Catil so much quicker than Magnussen in a vacuum. But you have to race on a racetrack with other cars.
Yes.
And you have to figure out how to get around them, and that BMW is a wide piece of kit.
And it is not easy to get around anybody here. Plus, that BMW is going to be fast down the straight, so even if you get a good run down the hill, it can make it up.
Like this, he had to lift, he was so close to Magnussen. He's in the draft now on the front straight, and he's going to pop on a line, but he needs to outbrake Magnussen. And he's going to move back left because Andy is charging from third place into turn 1.
Yeah, Catil's really got to worry about this too. If he tries to step out and go too wide, it's going to let Andy right into this. If he plays this wrong, Andy can pop to the front real fast.
And they've got time to sort this. 7 minutes and 45 seconds is plenty of laps here at Lime Rock Park. To get creative to the outside, can he make it stick there? Throttles up, and here they come, side by side out of the Paul Newman straight. Catil's on the wrong side of the road if he wants to make a pass into the uphill. Smedegaard watching from behind to pick the pocket.
They're going up the jump.
And Magnussen backs out. Catil.
Yep, Andy's going to get around him too.
Wow. Magnussen had a big lift there, didn't feel confident he could turn in underneath Eric Catil. So Catil takes the lead, and Smedegaard in second.
Send it around the outside.
Wow, what a gutsy pass.
That was gnarly. Honestly, you don't see passing on this track much outside of turn 1, so anywhere else you're going to see passing, that is, you've got to be pretty skilled to do that, and you have to, both of these drivers have to trust each other a lot.
And that solidified Andy's lead in the weekend points by 4. Catil, though, closing in on second place because Paul Darling is P6 right now. So 88 to 84 to 81. This is one of the most even weekends we've had in weekend points in quite some time. But don't count Smedegaard out yet for the race win. He is closing back on Catil. That was an unbelievable move.
That was
the outside at the uphill. Are you kidding me?
I don't know if you saw Ito's behind us, and he was jumping too.
That was crazy, and it's far from over. Andy Smedegaard has basically matched pace for Catil. His best lap's only 800ths off of the Hybrid Racing EG.
Well, that BRZ rear-wheel drive is a little more balanced. The tires might go really well in the end, and Catil was pushing really, really hard to get into first.
So coming across the line there, Eric Catil ran his best lap, 0.8 of a second. Back is Andy Smedegaard. Lena Chin ran her best lap. Look at the previous lap here for Smedegaard, 58.4. to a 59.6. That was a full second faster for Andy than Magnussen. And third, big slide for Catil.
Big slide for Catil. Yeah, Andy made up a lot of space there.
There's dust flying. It's been ragged throughout the rest of the field as well, but the best battle is the one for the lead at the moment. And Andy Smedegaard kind of breaking his winless streak. It hasn't been all that long, but his first race win for that car, I believe.
It is. It was also the first race win for a Subaru engine in GLTC ever.
Is that true?
That's true.
Wow. Look at you with the stats.
I'm here to help. If it's about a Subaru, I know about it. He tried to argue with me and say it was a Toyota, but not Subaru.
Across the stripe, 5 minutes to go. It was 0.8 of a second last time, 0.4 of a second now. Catil is under pressure now from Andy Smedegaard in the 212 FRS.
He's close now. I think his tires are still together.
Andy picked up the best lap of the race, purple in the timing and scoring. Catil struggling with the left-hander.
A lot of these guys were complaining about marbles, the rolled up rubber on the outside of off the racing line, and drifting didn't do much to help that situation. So it's rough to make passes here. That's why I got to be real. That was insane, that pass that happened earlier.
Around the outside. I think that's why maybe Eric Magnussen had to lift. He thought going in there side by side, the self-preservation instincts kicked in.
It happens.
And he had to lift, but that Catil didn't.
No.
And that was a great lap for Eric in the hybrid racing EG. And gained a bunch on Andy that time. It was 0.8, then 0.4, and this should be maybe about 6 or 7. 0.641.
Good call. Almost like you've been doing this a while. Andy's still right there, though.
Yeah,
that might be a drive sharing difference, that he might be a little quicker there.
Oh, Catil really out of control with the rear through 3. He's gathering it back up as soon as he applies the throttle, but he's letting the rear end sort of rotate out and get the nose pointed.
I wonder if that's even a preservation tactic and not using the front tires as much, trying to get the car to rotate.
I mean, when you're leaning on the left front so heavily, that could be a big deal. Look at this battle. Earl Iriardi had Tomo in the car during time attack to help dial this thing in, and right behind Mike Pagano in the Seems Legit BMW, the orange and blue car in shot. Great little fight here. This is for 21st place.
So I talked to Mike a little bit. I guess they went a little too hard on the asymmetrical setup. They're gonna dial it back a little bit for next year.
Yeah, maybe a little too much.
A little too much. Went a little too NASCAR.
Sam Scott in an NC Miata chasing Emil Tab in an NB. This is for 6th, side by side here between these two.
Not too far back is Dana too. He could get back into this fight real quick here.
Nick Barbado, P9. This car, I thought would be a little bit more pointy end this weekend, but just kind of got shuffled back at the melee. But now has an opportunity to pick up a spot from the winning Formula MX-5 of Emil Tab, the blue and white NB generation Miata. And here comes Barbado, had a look at Tab up the hill. I'm also curious about lap traffic. We still have 2 minutes to go. And I think we're gonna catch some on the front straightaway. Eric Catil is gonna get a Chef Wasilko. I think he's gonna, I don't know if he's.
This is gonna get interesting here real quick because of the lap traffic.
Yeah, Catil got around it, Smedegaard did not. So that's gonna separate them, but they're about to drive into a much bigger pack of cars here. Oh, that really held Andy up
bad.
Yeah, that was not ideal for Andy.
No, not at all.
But again, there's still, and Catil lost a little time there getting past Natalie Latos there. So this is going to be the back and forth. It's just
this is lap traffic.
Yeah,
this is what happens.
And especially at such a small place,
Yep.
You have to figure out how to contend with it. And Catil, all the ground he gained in turn 2, I think he lost most of that back.
Yep, Andy's coming back now.
And we might get one more lap. We might get 2. It's going to be close. But coming down the hill, Catil, much bigger gap this time, but 2 cars left to pass. One is Dai Win, the other is Dakota Pionic. White flag, 1 to go. Last lap here, and Dai Win pulls out of the way. Catil, again, Andy just did not get the traffic that he needed.
Yeah, the dice roll just ain't working out for him. He got around him pretty quick, but it's going to be rough for the last lap.
Yeah, so Catil making his way around. And this season, Eric Catil, entered with so much more focus. Last year, mid-season, the crash at Road America really set back his season. And after being so dominant in the first half of the season, he wasn't able to follow it up. This year, he went out to CMP, finished first, and second, decimated everyone with a 17-second lead. We haven't seen that in years. Went on to win those 3 races. And in the 16 races he ran, all 16 were in the top 5. He's going to continue that trend here this weekend. He's going to pick up his 4th win of 2025. Eric Catil is going to pick up race 4 in Eibach GLTC at Lime Rock Park, and he'll also pick up 3rd place on the weekend. But Andy Smedegard, 2nd is enough to grab him a 1st place trophy on the weekend ahead of Paul Darling.
That will be the first time that a Subaru-powered car has also won a GLTC weekend. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah. And in the championship for Catil, that will matter a lot.
And he's out there drifting.
Yeah, big celebratory slides. Championship points, look at the gain for Catil. It was 30 points, it's half that now.
That's insane. This is gonna come right down to the last race.
It is. And checker's waving. Let's have a look at our race results here as well. It's Eric Catil over Smedegard, over Magnussen. Paul Darling, a great weekend for Paul. A couple of wins, a couple of top 5s. Aaron Lichty, Sam Scott, fantastic. Lena Chin, I know she started pole, but a 7th is not a bad run at all.
No, she's well in the top 10 and earned it.
Yeah, then Emil Tab, Nick Barbado, Eric Talariva, 11th place. That's a solid run there for the CSX. Baton Rosenberg in 12th, and Mendez, Shukla, and Walbaum, top 15 there.
Walbaum made out a lot of space. We really didn't get to see him too much on the stream, but he started way back there and made up a whole lot of spots.
Yeah, probably fun to drive through the field like that, I imagine, once everything's back together again. Richard Sawicki down there in 30th, and a couple of drivers faring less well here. Chandler Rowe, I saw pulled off. Lisa Keys stuck again. That chicane seems to be that spot where that car likes to park. Someone pointed out that it was there last year and had a similar issue, so I'm sure she's getting tired of that, unfortunately. But race is complete. Let's have a look at the highlights here as well for the Eibach GLTC race number 4. On the start, it was Lena Chin on pole position, but Eric Magnussen won the drag race to turn 1 as Eric Catil jumped up to the outside with a great start.
Look at the torque.
Yeah, the torque, I mean, no replacement for displacement. Then side by side for 2nd. The 3rd make that as Andy Smedegard and Lena went door to door. Then it was a battle between Magnussen and Catil. And Catil ran him down. This was the most exceptional pass I've seen all season. To the outside in the uphill, full commit, and Smedegard with the same puts Catil and Smedegard 1-2 to it.
Going offline, that was insane. Like, I can totally see why Magnussen had to get out of it. I would be terrified.
And as they ran nose to tail a little longer, Andy did everything he could, but it was Eric Catil that would win Eibach GLTC race number 4.